Hey guys, welcome to our choke defense. This comes out of our Krav Maga curriculum for 8-year-old kids and up, so that includes the teens and the adults. We're gonna go over the 3 different kind of chokes that we practice from the front primarily, and we're gonna cover some to-dos and not to-dos. The 4 steps of the choke are gonna be our hands go up first, always to protect our face no matter what. We slide up with our non-dominant hand. So I'm righty, I slide up with my left hand. My arm goes in the air, pluck and turn, and then I have my combatives. So we're gonna go through those steps. First off, if you're practicing with a partner or a parent, it's important that your partner knows how to practice the choke and do it the correct way. So first off, a correct choke, we'll use the hand closest to the camera, is going to be up on the neck, making sure that it wraps around. They don't have to be squeezing, but we do have to make sure that it's in the right spot. It's gonna affect where we slide up, where our arm goes, and how it pinches the hand. Down here on the shoulder is not gonna be a good way to practice for the kids or the students because I can turn and that's not grabbing onto anything. So we wanna make sure that we're practicing it correctly. So starting off, my partner will start with a single hand. Our hand comes up to protect our face. I have my fingers closed, all of them slide up and over the wrist as high as I can go. My arm goes tight to my ear like I'm raising my hand. I pluck and turn at the same time. Now when I turn towards this hand and I pluck, I'm not pulling the hand off, I am rolling it down onto my chest. That way I have a firm grip both on the hand and into my chest, pancaking it in. I have elbow down for my combative. I ride up that arm with an elbow in. We can start throwing hammer fists, kicks, back off, leave me alone, and we end with our hands up, okay? So let's go through that one more time. He chokes, hands up, slide up, arm up, pluck, and turn. Then we have any of the combatives that we went over, so back off, leave me alone, okay? Now, the great thing about the chokes is that it's the same thing if he uses his other hand. It's just gonna feel different for whoever's getting choked. So when he uses this one, because I still raise this hand, I still slide up with this hand, it's gonna feel like it pinches it between my neck and my arm, which is okay. So my hands still come up. I still use my left hand to slide up. My arm goes up. I turn and pluck. But the big difference between this one, if you look, the elbow is facing up. So when I elbow down and slide up, that's actually gonna be an elbow break. So be really careful with the student or whoever's practicing that they don't elbow your arm too hard because that can really hurt, okay? So one more time with that one. Hands up, slide up, arm up, pluck and turn, elbow down, elbow out. We can go into a clinch from here, throwing elbows and hammer fists, same thing. Backing off, getting our hands up. Now the last one is gonna be our two-handed choke from the front. So once again, the steps are the same, the hands are the same. It's just gonna feel a little bit different. So this time, both hands, my hands come up, they're kind of staggered, and I put a little bit of pressure on the inside of those forearms. I slide my left hand up, my arm still goes up, I still pluck and turn, I elbow down and elbow out, kicks, I have my clinch, I have any of my attacks that I want to do. So all 3 are the same. So I hope that really helps. We're going to go into some helpful tips now from a couple different angles and some things not to do as well. All right, so here's a couple things that will help you guys out. These are going to be the for sure things to make sure you're doing, okay? So first off, when he chokes, I want to make sure that my hand kind of does this cupping motion, not this Lego man grip. I want to make sure that I have my hand cupped so that my hand can slide all the way up and get as far under his hand and his wrist as I can. If I don't do that and I do a Lego man grip, when he has his hand up, I grab, the skin will actually rotate all the way around his arm before the arm even gets, or the hand even gets plucked off. So if I'm here and I try doing this, nothing really happens and I'm forced to pull it off like this, which he could still just pull his hand right back out of my hand. So making sure that I slide up and I roll down. So now I have the solid grip, and if he tries to pull, it's still mine. All right, tip number 2, making sure that our arm goes as tight to the ear as we can. It's not our arm and it's not so much the turning that actually frees the hand. It's our lat, so the muscle that's right under our armpit that breaks the grip. So when he chokes with this hand, my hands will still come up, I slide up. If I just slightly raise my hand or I do it lazily, when I turn, go ahead and get a nice tight grip, turn, nothing's gonna happen, and it goes all the way up under my armpit. When I slide up and my arm is up, even if I don't pluck, when I turn, this part of my arm is going to break the grip, okay? Let's see it from the other side. Here, again, arm goes up, watch how it breaks the grip, just like this. It'll push it out, okay? So make sure that our arm is getting super tight to our ear. If it pinches their hand, that's even better. So a couple things not to do, okay? When they do their choke, the last thing that I wanna do is have this over the rainbow motion because it gets rid of that muscle that breaks the grip. So when I do this, I wanna make sure that my arm goes up, I stand up nice and tall, and I do a quick spin with my chest up, okay? Even if I did it to the other hand, same thing. If I do this overarching motion, it's more of like an elbow down. Remember, I still have to pluck and keep my chest up. That's what gives me the option to do that, okay? And last one, this is a big tip, and it's for all of our self-defense moves. Absolutely make sure that your hands are up in front of your face. That's the number one thing, and especially with chokes, if it's a one-handed choke, my biggest risk is that other hand, punching me in the face, pushing me back, grabbing me, doing something else. Even if it's both hands, I still have the risk of a headbutt coming in. So when my hands are up, if he was to throw a headbutt, I at least have my hands here if I don't see it coming. If I do see it coming, I have my stop on the shoulder. So I hope that helps you guys out. These are the chokes from the front. Of course, we'll be going through them in class, but if you get a chance, get some extra practice at home. I can't wait to see your progress. Bye, guys.